Back in the day, hot hatches were a synonym for the perfect mix of a sports car and a practical daily driver. Those cars were simple, cheap to run, and most importantly, fun to drive. But times have changed. Premium players entered the segment and made everything complicated. In this post-hot hatch era, there is no room for front-wheel drive or manual transmission, at least among luxury car makers who have brought supercar components into this once affordable class. The most prominent hot hatches today, with the exception of a few old-school Japanese icons, usually feature all-wheel drive and lightning-fast automatic gearboxes that, in combination with super-capable engines, provide supercar-level performance. So we decided to compare the two segment leaders, two German premium super hatches, the Audi RS3 and the Mercedes-AMG A45 S, because only one can take the title of the ultimate hatchback. So before we start comparing numbers, let's give a quick introduction. Both models are still pretty fresh. They are members of the current generations of A3 and GLA models, and they have been around for no more than a few years. So it's not a surprise that they feature the industry's latest tech features and still are the most dominant force in the hatchback universe, despite the recent redesigns of some mainstream contenders. The RS3 is a well-known moniker among hot hatch enthusiasts because it's been around for more than a decade. The first version was introduced in 2012, while the current RS3 was introduced in 2021. The second generation RS3 brought many novelties, but the essentials remained the same. The core of this super hatch is still the good old, some would say legendary 5-cylinder turbo engine. That untypical number of cylinders has always been RS3's key selling point, not just because of the performance, but because of the unique exhaust note as well. Still, the engine isn't the only strong point of this small performance car. There are some heavy upgrades over the standard A3, especially in terms of suspension and chassis reinforcements. While the massive 375 by 36 mm brakes at the front and 310 by 22 mm on the rear end ensure excellent stopping power. All-wheel drive is part of the standard equipment, of course. And like in any other model, Audi uses the Quattro label, despite this being essentially a front-wheel biased drivetrain. Of course, the Mercedes-AMG A45 S sticks with the same base principles of the premium hot hatch segment, with modern transmission and all-wheel drive. However, it also benefits from the stylish appearance of the standard A-Class, something we can't say for Audi's hatch. This model looks sleeker and more elegant, but doesn't lose any of its aggressiveness at the same time. Once again, this is a massive upgrade over the base A-Class, with significantly retuned suspension setup and chassis upgrades, though it's worth mentioning that the Mercedes uses a little bit smaller wheels, 18-inch compared to Audi's 19-inch units. Okay, we're getting straight to the point. It's time to check the most important aspect of these two models, their performance, so we can declare a winner. Let's start with the Audi and its unique 2.5-liter 5-cylinder turbo engine that puts out around 400 horsepower and 500 Newton-meter of torque. The engine comes coupled with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, and all that results in claimed 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.8 seconds. What's particularly impressive is that the numbers are actually better in reality, and that in ideal conditions, this small hatch can actually hit 100 in just 3.5 seconds. The only thing we don't like is the exhaust, which is too subtle and doesn't reveal the sonic beauty of 5-cylinder engines at all. The Mercedes, on the other hand, relies on a more common solution. It uses a 2-liter Turbo 4, which features the same 500 Newton-meter of torque, but it's actually more powerful. The max output goes up to 421 horsepower, and the built-in electric motor is certainly one of the reasons for this power advantage. Just like the Audi, the A45 S also runs on all 4 wheels, thanks to the company's well-known 4-matic all-wheel drive, while those 421 ponies are sent through an 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox. Mercedes' transmission seems to shift a little bit quicker, but somehow the Audi is faster. As mentioned, Ingolstadt's Rocket can hit 100 kilometers per hour in 3.5 seconds, while Stuttgart's finest hatchback is limited to 3.9 seconds. The RS3 wins in the roll race as well, and we think there are 2 reasons why the Audi is quicker, despite the lack of power. One is the curb weight. whereas the A45 S is 50 kilos heavier than the Audi, 1620 compared to 1570 kilograms. The second, more important reason is the different character of the engine. Simply put, Audi's engine has way more low-end grunt due to the larger engine displacement and different turbo setup. Stuttgart engineers applied a different philosophy with the idea to mimic good old naturally aspirated engines. As a result, the peak torque and power are available at much higher revs, which is actually a good thing. Despite being slower, the A45S is actually more fun to drive. First of all, there is the aforementioned engine that likes to rev way more than Audi's 5-cylinder unit. Not only that, the response of the dual-clutch transmission seems to be quicker, while the stiffer suspension setup makes it a better performer on twisty roads. Finally, there is the exhaust note, which is miles better than the Mercedes. Does all this make Audi an inferior car? Not at all. Moreover, Ingolstadt's little rocket has some obvious advantages. Its suspension may be a little bit softer, but that makes it way more comfortable for daily drive. Namely, even though Mercedes has multiple drive modes, things remain largely the same, no matter which one you select. Somehow, the Mercedes always feels busy, and it's nearly impossible to drive it in a more relaxed fashion. Audi, on the other hand, feels way more versatile in this aspect. Undoubtedly, these two models offer exceptional performances that are on par with supercars from just a decade ago. However, the thing with hot hatches is that not everything is about performance. These vehicles are imagined as versatile cars with super high level of everyday practicality. 4 doors, decent boot space, and relatively low running costs are just some of the things that come to mind. So, let's start comparing them from a practical point of view. First of all, let's say a few words about interior, design, and quality. Of course, both models come with premium badges, so it's not a surprise that materials and build quality are at a much higher level when compared to mainstream hot hatches like Civic Type R or Golf R. Still, there are some differences, particularly in terms of the aesthetic approach. The Audi RS3 features a typical design approach for this company, with a dashboard design that utilizes conservative aesthetics and combines very well with the latest tech features. Mercedes, on the other hand, looks way flashier, some of us would even say kitschy. But both models undoubtedly feature a high level of quality, so it all comes down to personal preference. As for the passenger space, the front seats are equally generous with space, though we liked the A45's seats a little bit more. The situation is completely different in the second row, where Mercedes' seats are somehow flat and awkwardly positioned. The situation once again changes as we get to the luggage area. There, the RS3 offers just 281 liters, while the Mercedes is good for quite a decent 370 liters behind the second row seats. This also plays an important role, especially if we consider their premium badges and quite hefty prices. So let's start with what both models feature as standard equipment. Some of the things worth mentioning are adaptive damping, as we already mentioned, as well as head-up display, navigation, wireless charging, power and heated seats, panoramic glass roof, dual-zone climate control, etc. But each model has a couple of extras. For example, the Mercedes features a 10.25-inch infotainment screen, while Audi comes with a bigger 12.3-inch unit. Both models are equipped with a digital gauge cluster, but A45's display is slightly bigger, 10.25 inches versus 10.1. We prefer the A45's Alcantara-trimmed steering wheel, as well as the 12-speaker Burmeister audio system. On the other hand, Audi has a big advantage regarding connectivity, as it offers wireless Apple CarPlay integration, which is something you don't get from the other hatch. Moreover, it also offers massaging front seats and a power tailgate, while you can also opt for carbon ceramic front brakes. This should be the right moment to declare the winner, but we won't do that because both models are equally amazing in their own way. The Audi feels more refined and relaxed, quicker, and it is a better daily driver. The A45 S, on the other hand, has more charm and it is actually more fun to drive. Once again, it all comes down to personal preference. Both models are available in the UK, Europe, Australia, and a few more parts of the world. And although there are some price differences depending on the market, expect to pay a lot for each of these. In the UK, the A45 S starts at around €58,000, while the Audi is a few thousand extra. In some other parts of the world, the Mercedes might be a little bit more expensive than the RS3. In any case, it's still hard to get used to these numbers because most of us never imagined that hot hatches would ever cost that much. The whole point of these cars used to be about getting a lot of fun for a reasonable price. Does this mean that these small rockets aren't worth the money? It's hard to say, but there are some more affordable options on the market. The Golf R can even keep the pace on a straight line with its premium counterparts to some point, while the Japanese hot hatches are more fun to drive, and their superior reliability is not even a question. What do you think about these two German hot hatches? Are they overpriced or not? Are mainstream models like Honda Type R and Golf R a better choice? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.